Now, yesterday, there was something I told you guys to remind me to do when we started today's stream, and I can't remember what it was, and I didn't write it down, so I hope someone's going to remember. I hope someone was watching the end of yesterday's stream. It was something to do with this. I honestly don't know what it was, but I have thought of something else. It is mine. It's just vassals fighting. I have thought of something else. So, we took the crown of Norway, which is gonna disappear from my where is it? Kingdom of Alba, Kingdom of Norway. It's probably going to disappear from my king for the simple fact that this is some sort of, I don't know what you call it, elective succession. We need to clear title succession law, Scandinavian elective. This is what I actually want to do. This is what I was going to do at the start. I was thinking about this last night. Like, oh yeah, if we get rid of that, we can then just have the law in the general line of succession. So if I just get rid of this, succession for Kingdom of Norway will no longer have its own title succession, but instead be inherited along your realm's succession law. That's, yeah, no-brainer, because the next guy was not going to be my son and heir, so brilliant. That's probably going to really piss off the Norwegians, especially anyone who's in line for that throne, or has a chance of getting it by vote, but it's done. We sorted it. Are you tempted to join Xbox again to try this? You didn't get on with it the first time round, but didn't give it a proper chance. This is the thing. I mean, a lot of you guys... Oh, hi, King Brisbane, by the way. Welcome back. A lot of you guys have helped me in Twitch chat with this, and that really helps, because when you're playing a game by yourself and you're trying to learn it, you don't always realise everything, or you miss bits at the side of the screen. Like, this is something I keep forgetting is there, and lots of little options and menus and stuff that's hidden away, and how the mechanics work. And it's really helpful having you lot, giving tips and advice sometimes. And I still try and play the game my own way, with my own theme and everything over the top of it, and my own goals, which is great. Otherwise, we might as well just let you lot control it, eh? But it really helps. And things like this, and Elite Dangerous and Hearts of Iron 4, these are all games that we have to do a hefty amount of research over on the second monitor on Google on how this mechanic works and how that works to fully understand it, because the game never gives you quite enough information. So yes, if you like, it can take a lot of getting into the first time, and it's easy to be put off and go and play something else, especially if you've got big backlog of games that you've maybe bought on sale and haven't played yet, like I have, or just something else you want to play. But yes, if you give it the chance and get into it, it's so rewarding. And my favourite bit about this has got to be the intrigue, the plotting and scheming. I love to play, maybe as one of these small Italian, I don't know what you call them, dukedoms? Duchies? They weren't called that, were they? There was like, there's various kings of like of Venice and somewhere else around here. They weren't called kings even. I can't remember what they were called. Anyway, you know what I mean, in the like Middle Ages, late Middle Ages, Renaissance era. I love to play that with proper backstabbing characters, trying to conquer everywhere by plotting and scheming rather than military power and marriages and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. Idea for another day. King Brisbane, what are we doing today? We are maybe finishing off our run through, as the goal was to become King of Ireland when we started off as a lowly earl, which was excellent, and we did. And then we finally became Emperor of Britannia, or Emperor of Britain as I've named it, Britain. And we ended up also with holding Norway as well. So I wonder if we can then expand that. But today's goal is to try and put my sons and daughters onto the thrones of as many big, powerful kingdoms as possible, and trying to get the dynasty spread as we run into the end of the game and just see what happens. That's kind of the plan. Now, I haven't played Crusader Kings 1. I don't know what that was like. 2, I played a bit, but I found it hard to really get into. A bit like you did, I suppose. This I found easier, but it has helped with you guys in chat. Was there some talk about combining titles or something at the end of yesterday? Someone did mention that, yeah. And there was one issue we wanted to look into, and how am I going to get the title of the King of Wales? He's not of my family. Oh, he has a new heir. Let's see if I can arrange a marriage to one of my grandsons or something here, because that is currently the primary heir. And what we need to make sure, once the primary heir has agreed to take on my family's name, either matrilineally or whatever, depending on the sex, then we kill off the main heir, and the primary heir takes over, and that will then pass into my family. So this is how we like to plot and scheme. I mean, look at this. This guy is a legend. Robust and intelligent. He would make... That's Badger SOS. He would make a fantastic ruler. He would. Hold on, Billy Windsock. These are good guys. He would, actually. Let's see if I can... They will not accept. And it's going to be mostly because of the opinion of me. So I'm going to send the guy a gift. We have the cash for this. There's a diplomatic option, which means sending gift doubles the opinion value. That's a really cool perk to have if anyone ever wants to get that. I found all those trees that I've tried so far absolutely fantastic, and I do love personalizing your character's abilities. Let's try that. Now let's try this again. Oh, it's so close. It's a patrilineal marriage, which gives a huge disadvantage. We don't care about the inbred risk. We'll go with that. Oh, you asked... Oh, that was it. Thank you, Piranha Man. Have you just been and checked the VOD? Yes, I asked you to remind me to free some people. We have a ton of people in prison. We're going to deal with those. That's what it was. Thank you very much. Let's hope a kid pops out soon. You want to get your name in it again? I'm sure there'll be plenty of those. You'd love to see me play a war game? I haven't decided what war game. I re-downloaded because I've played it loads of times before. A game called Ultimate General Civil War, and it's my... I want to say it's my current favourite Civil War game, because there's not many out at the moment. Not recent ones anyway. Not that they're any good. They're either too heavy on numbers and strategy, too dull, or too much the other way, and too much focus on action and tactics. And I like to try and get that mix. And this is probably the best of the bunch. Sid Meier's Gettysburg is still the best, but you have to look past the very dated graphics on that now. So I don't know. That's one war game. I've also downloaded Warhammer Total War 1. I don't think I'll stream that though. But I just want to sort of go back into it and try and just reaffirm my opinion of that. I'll play it off stream a bit. So I need to get a bit more opinion up here. I mean, I could give him some lands. He has quite a bit. The Duchy of Derbeth. If I granted him a title, I think if I grant him a title, hang on, let's leave his daughter alone for a minute. I grant him a title. Oh, what have I done? No, not grant vassal. Sorry, grant title. So it's risky, is this? Do I not have any of these duchies? Oh, okay. So I can't. If I don't have any of these, hang on. I bet there's some vassals in there, are there? Let's cancel that bit. I bet there are some vassals that are actually... Yes. There are. Directly to mine. Okay. So what we need to do is we'll grant him... It shows which ones he wants, actually. We'll try and grant him just one. So I'll grant him a vassal. And I could give him... Give him that one so it matches up, right? 40 opinion. My nephew. I'm going to try that. Get a truce with each other. Truce is okay. He really likes me now. That's a whole lot better. Now let's try and arrange marriage on his heir. So I think he'll go... Oops. I think they'll go for this. So if I go to... How old is she? She's 1. Arranging marriage to a 1-year-old. They'll accept this. That's the primary heir. Now, once that is agreed, I can murder him. But we won't. Not yet. If you have his relatives in prison, you can release them? Yeah, well, I don't think I have his in prison anymore. I think I let them out, but I do have loads of others in prison, and that would be a good way of getting opinion back up. I've got 14. So let's see. I'm just going to try and get some cash for these, because I don't think... None of these are anything to do with me. So let's see what cash we can get out of this. For 50. He must have been worth a little bit. We'll just let time tick on a bit. Did we should have got the Kingdom of Norway sorted. Keep clicking on ransom till they all accept. He's accepted that marriage. That's excellent. Ransom. Oh, she can't afford it. Ah, I should have paid more attention before clicking on that. Let's see what's happened. My spy master has come to me with grave news. He is certain that Morand, my own son, is scheming against my courtier. Oh, I don't think I matter. What's he wearing? This is he my son and heir? No, he's just a son and knight. He's not currently due to inherit anything. He's like wearing a ceremonial smock. Okay. I don't want to accuse my son of anything. I'm not throwing him in jail. I mean, I could get rid of his claims, but I don't see any need to do that. I will not accuse him. No, I don't want to lose that. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's keep our heads out of this one. There's no real benefit for anyone in there. And Amio, thank you for the follow. Have I grabbed Red Dragon? I think that was given away in Epic, was it? I think I grabbed it for free. I know one of my friends used to play it, and he recommended, said it was really good. But going back years, so I haven't actually looked at it. And as good as it might be... Oh, hello. Who's this? 100? I'll take it. Take that money, please. I'm not as keen on modern war games, you know, with jets and modern tanks and stuff. Generally speaking, I find the old historical stuff, or fantasy, some fantasy stuff anyway, but generally historical stuff more interesting. Oh, we're on pause, that's why we can't do half of these. Someone will say yes and go for it. Hi, welcome to the stream, Amio. Hope you enjoy it here. I play, I don't know if you've followed me or seen me ever before, but I generally play a variety of games from all sorts of stuff. My preference is usually for strategy and RPGs, but I do play all sorts of action games and open world and a bit of everything, really. Schemer discovered. King Erling of Sweden is plotting against my courtier. I think my courtier is just nothing, to be quite honest, so I'm not too worried about any of that. Can we ransom some people, please? My glory is widely known. And I have... okay, yes, accept the offer, that's fine. I'll take whatever I can get for these people. And then I don't think these don't hold any land. I could execute them, but it's stressful because I'm compassionate, so I'm just going to negotiate releases. Unless any of these are fantastic. He's a good learner. He's a monk, an insightful thinker. Just let me check that I do have. I have a very good court physician, so I'm going to rely on him. He cured me of the pox, or he cured my son of the pox. Am I... Oh, hi, Elowen. Am I going in on the Valheim wave? I was very kindly gifted a copy of Valheim by Rage-Based Gaming, one of my subs. And although I haven't streamed it, I have played it a bit. And I don't know whether I'll stream it because everybody else is streaming it, but I am enjoying it. And a lot of the time is spent just slow gathering of stuff, which is kind of chilled out and relaxed to play. But what I might do is stream it when it's fully released and finished. That's generally how I prefer games, rather than playing through early access stuff. Play it when it's finished. If I play it through in early access, chances are I won't play it through again when it's fully finished. So I'd rather wait and then get the full, proper experience. But Valheim's good. Oh, you thought I meant Wargame Red Dragon with the title? Yeah, I meant like just some wargame. I haven't decided what yet. Or maybe not that. There's loads of RPGs I've got to play, so we shall see. You not come across Valheim Massive, or are you being sarcastic? Because I thought the whole world had come across Valheim, but I asked just release him. I put a quote up on one of my YouTube channels saying, "Are you playing this yet?" And probably about half the people that answered said, "What's Valheim?" So I was surprised because I thought everyone had come across it and been playing it. I'm guessing that these people aren't. No, these weren't anything. I'll gain a weak hook. Go on, negotiate release. And you, yeah, you can go as well. I don't really care about these people, but I will gain some. Oh, this is a family member. This is married to. Yeah, I'll have a weak hook on you, that's for sure. Just in case you caused any trouble. Oh, Upstage UK, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. That's really kind. Thank you. And I really appreciate that sort of support, folks. In these uncertain times, it really does help. It does. Valheim. Yeah, well, Ranch Simulator was completely unfinished. And I've got to say, the better for it as well, because the best parts of that game were the bits that don't work, the physics, the broken physics, where we can climb a truck up a tree. We can get a cattle truck bouncing off the floor higher and higher, hovering, and the mass spinning and stuff. That when they fix that, I see no reason to play the game, because multiplayer chaos in broken physics is the best types of multiplayer chaos, I think. Okay, that's fine. So everyone's agreed to release. That's good. That battle's done. Valheim it's a survival game set in Viking mythology. So I think the general gist of it, you're a Viking warrior who's died on the way to Valhalla. Forgive me if this story's slightly wrong, those people who know it. But to get to Valhalla, you have to, you go into this other world. I'm guessing it's called Valheim. I don't know, actually. And there are 5 challenges, 5 bosses you have to defeat to pass into Valhalla. And it's a survival game where you have to obviously eat and drink, but build a little house, learn to mine, learn to make things, build up your gear so you can go and take on these bosses one by one and beat them. Multiplayer, again, co-op, which is really good. We're having a hunt. We're having a hunt. It's really good. It's chilled out. It's a tiny download. It's about 1 gig download. It's tiny for a massive game. That is like Minecraft and stuff. It's what you call it. It's procedurally generated. So every time you roll a new world, it's totally different. It's really, really good. Yeah, an open world survival game without PvP. You can actually make it PvP. You can turn friendly fire on. But there's no real benefit to do so. So the graphics seem fairly basic, but look nice. It's got its own unique style to it. It's just a good chilled out game. But like I say, there's a lot of gathering, an awful lot of gathering in it. And if you like relaxing to that sort of thing, it's good. If you find that a pain, you might not like it so much. But I think it's good though. I mean, I've enjoyed it, and I've played it solo and multiplayer. Haven't finished it, but I do like it. The noise from the others have faded away by the time half-brother Prince Spartan and I stalk up on the hearth. We are almost within striking distance when Spartan whispers to me, "Now that we are finally by ourselves, there's something I have to let you know about Duchess Gelgis, who's my cousin." Okay. I learned Gelgis' secret, but does she like me? She really likes me. I don't think it's a... Unless she's in on one of these factions. Ooh, let's have a look. She wants the Empire of Britain. She's not in any factions. I don't think... I'm going to go for the heart, because I want the prestige. But then... I'm not spending prestige. No, I'm getting the heart. Tell me later. Your kinsman, Count Guy, caused some trouble. Did he? I have... it's level 3 Crown Authority at the moment. Turning from the wild. Good hunt, folks. It was at level 4, but there was a civil war that I lost. And so I've not put it back up, because at the moment, I don't think I need to for anything. I'm happy with the realm's succession laws, I think. Oh, here we go. My daughter, Ablak, has given birth to another daughter. Who would like naming in this? We had someone asking from earlier. Who was it? Let me take a look up chat. Somebody asked. King Brisbane. I'll put you in for the next one. For the boy. Who? Upstage UK. As you just subbed today. Welcome to the family. And may you grow strong and wise. Not very likely in this family. They tend to be short and stupid lives. Usually end in extreme violence, but welcome to the family. So yes, I don't know if we need level 4 Crown Authority. It makes people dislike me a bit more. We've got a pretty good thing going on with the vassals. Apart from him, what's he dislike me for? He wants a seat on the council. Now, well, I could make him a marshal, but I have another marshal who is better. But when he dies, maybe we shall see. There's this one. He's not worth a damn. Duke of East Anglia. What I can do is I can try and sway him. Or I can try and befriend him. Because I've got this befriend scheme. So let's see if we can befriend him. That's going to work. Try and befriend as many people as possible. We've quickly sorted out the situation in Norway. I don't know that I have any other great claims to make. A gesture of generosity. Befriend who? This he looks quite worried. Is this a... Yeah, I thought it was a woman for a moment. Should be able to help along my attempt to befriend him by presenting him with a gift. It's the thought that counts. I gain cheap gift. This is not the time to be frugal. Don't want to come on too strong. Okay, let's see what cheap gift gives us, because I'm a tight Yorkshireman. Scheme power plus 5. Scheme power plus 10. No, it's the thought that counts. Is my guy obese again? Because he doesn't look terribly slender, does he? An adulterer. I've got some really nice stats. No, he doesn't look to be obese, so that's good. We need to watch that, though. I think I can probably lose weight. I think I'll be alright. Does this generate stress? Yeah, I think I'll be alright. Bring on the Scamney. Hey, Hoagtastic, welcome back. Okay, King Brisbane, you are next on the list for a family name. Let's see. Oh, this is so close. Please get to 3,000. Because all my rulers die off before we get to 3,000 renown. I just need to keep an eye on the factions. This is quite powerful. Was that one I was going to try and befriend? Diplomacy perk available. Yeah, because we've gone through the martial stuff. We've got some really cool things. And I like diplomacy. Now I would have gone down this because forced vassalage and ducal conquest are really, really good. But I don't feel like we're at the point of expanding that much more, unless I really went for the throne of France, which would be interesting. But I'm trying this one, and the befriend one seems pretty good. Confidants. Each friend reduces stress. That's quite good. A flatterer. Okay, let's try and make some friends in this. I now want to try and hold on to what I've got. As Bon Jovi said. Oh no. Terrible misunderstandings. I was hoping to surprise Duke Proinsias with a great feast in his honour, yet he decided to withdraw his attendance at the last possible moment. Seems that he thought that my surprise was, in fact, part of a plot to assassinate him. I can't imagine where he could have got that impression from. Maybe he went down into my cellar for a glass of wine and found about 15 bricked up corpses down there. Maybe. Perhaps an apology is in order. He gained some opinion of me. Scheme power's reduced. That's fine. Our scheme power is still really good. We can go with that. I wonder if I should just put it into max speed. What's the situation up here? Now, we don't have a family member on the throne up here. This would be quite cool. Someone's plotting to kill my court physician, but he's legendary. He saved me from 2 horrible diseases. So we can't have that. Okay, so we did have an alliance with him, did we not? But not anymore. I haven't... Really? I can declare war? Let me go and see what war I can declare. Because, I mean, I outnumber him and he has no alliances. I could fancy that. After laborious preparations, I was finally able to spend an evening alone with the Duke to discuss strategies. When I departed, the Duke told me it was good to talk with someone who truly understood him. I wholeheartedly agreed. We are closer than ever. Comes closer to forming a friendship with me. So it ends the scheme. So that's fine. But I think... Let me have a look at the vassals. So that was this guy. Okay, I'm going to go all in on this. Oh, I can't do it again? Till 1407. That's 30 years. We're very much unlikely to be alive in 30 years' time. So, looks pretty good from the vassal's point of view, doesn't it? I've got some serious support on here. I've never been in a situation where so many people have actually liked me. Let's sway him. Maybe I should have tried to sway them a bit first and then go for the befriend. I've not really tried it much before, so we shall see. Anyway, yes, I was going to look at Sweden. I actually have a war declare. Oh, it's a Duchess. Duchess's claims. She gains a contested title of what? Can I change the objective on that? Just counties. But the Duchy of Norland. And she is a cousin, so she'll become independent. What else does she have, though? Does she have a lot too many big titles? We don't want to... Well, she's got a claim on bloody Ireland, look. I gain fame. Vastly inferior. I think I should do this, because I can't see a reason not to, really. Put a family member, which might give her a claim on Sweden or something. Let's go for it. Yes, I know, I wasn't going to do too much war declaring today. We were going to roll it in, but that's not going to happen now. So the light blue part, so I guess it's only this. So I guess we'll just... Let's pick a spot to form up the armies. This will do. Raise the armies. Boom. I thought that said 4,500 for a minute. I was like, what? Where have all my armies gone? Right, so we're going to also just have a quick look round. Can we upgrade this damn castle yet? We need the machicolations, which I still haven't looked up. We're currently researching promissory notes. No, let's go back to this. I would like to get the 119 years. I think it'll be... Oh, 9 years now I've clicked on it. That would be quite nice to get, because I can't upgrade some of my big holdings anymore until we've got that. Which is fine. Oh, we can do these, though. Spendy money. Spendy money. That's nice. What's this one? We have no port in there. We'll go for garrison supply, archers damage, light cavalry, skirmishers, peat quarries, building construction cost. Well, that's always nice. I do like upgrading the areas. Oh, I do have a second duchy now, don't I? Oh, this was it because I created the duchy title, I think. So it didn't actually gain me any extra lands, but upgrade the castle. And Athlone. Oh, sorry, wrong one. We'll go for... Yeah, we'll do that one. Why not? Okay, let's form an army. I don't think I need to call them to allies to battle. Elite or decent quality. I'm suddenly looking at thinking, wow. They've got 160 bombards in that. That should knock things down pretty damn quickly. I guess we'll just go marching in. I can split that army up. I don't think I need quite so many men. What's there? They are mostly levies, eh? Low quality. Yeah, I'm going to knock that one off. I don't need 45,000 men for this. I swear I don't. Yeah, knock that one off as well. 2 lots of 10,000 is easily going to be enough. March over there. And we shall just work our way over to their capital. Incoming annihilation. Which way is the incoming annihilation? As so often I've said, we're going to be fine, and then got swamped by massively superior enemies. So, King Brisbane, you are King Brisbane O'Fergal. Welcome to the family. Welcome back to the family, I should say. I don't know what happened to your last character. Probably some horrible, violent death. But not at my hands, I'm pretty sure. I don't need to put O'Fergal, do I? It's already in there. Okay, the siege is going to go really quick because we have some very nice